Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, so if today is your first time visiting our channel, my name is Tamika Gibson. I'm a hairstylist of over 23 years. I have been an educator for about 15 years. I started doing lace wigs and lace attachments in 1999. I've used several different products in which I found that I love how I was able to create my own from things that I've learned in my career. I started using acrylic glue. I hated using acrylic glue. I hated the cleanup and I hated the application. That was just a preference for me. And that is when I started my own product. And so from that point, I started using lace tape. So lace tape became like one of my best friends because it was so easy to apply and so easy to remove. When I first started doing lace extensions and lace wigs, I had an amazing lace tape that I loved so much. But in 2005, that company decided to close. So I decided to take over that company. And that's when I called it Boho Lace Wig Tape. Now this was my first product that we started selling online. And I used to sell this product to hairstylists in my city and also to my customers. Okay, so before your application on anything, especially the tape, the glue, and all of our lace products, you want to make sure you clean the skin. Now, we had always suggested that you use the 91% alcohol. Some people have allergic reaction to alcohol or it may be too strong. What you can do is you really can go in with a type of cleanser, or you can use oil-free makeup wipes. Or if any of this won't work for you, you can use sea breeze, or just simply using soapy water will clean the skin. So you want to wipe the skin. Make sure that you remove any debris. And you'll see that in all of our videos. What a lot of customers do with the tape is they use our Skin Protect. Our Skin Protect has a sweat blocker. Regardless of whether you are sensitive or not, you always want to use Skin Protect. It's also going to make it last longer. I like to think of it as a deodorant that's blocking the sweat and making the application last longer. What you want to do is you want to spray it either on a towel, a corner of a towel, and you want to dab it, just like we've done in our videos. You should be able to see the wetness on there, and you can do that several times in the area where you're going to apply. So in our packaging, you're going to get these big squares. In these squares, we actually show you in several of our YouTube videos how to use them. They have a slit down the middle, which makes it easy for you to remove. Super easy. The best thing about this tape is it's super flexible. And it adheres to the skin very well, and it's not really stiff. Like some tapes are really stiff. Like this kind of like, it acts like skin. And I'll show you what I mean. On the tape, you're going to get 40 tabs, which is a lot of tape. There are 40 big tabs. On one of the blocks, you can tear it. I really feel like this block is so big and there's so much to use. I speak about that in a lot of our videos. So it can be cut in pieces, and that's totally up to you. So there's a slit here in the middle, and you will cut it in half, or you can cut it in smaller pieces. It's totally up to you. You'll take that piece off. And then you'll remove the white tabs. Press it in the skin really good. Their slit should be in the middle. Okay, some people cut them wrong. Some people cut them with the slit, and you should not be doing that. You should not be cutting it down the middle with the slit. Leave the slit in the middle so that it removes easy. You can either use your fingers, but using the tweezers makes it just as simple. Now, you can go ahead and lay the lace on. I like to press it in because it gives it a skin look. when I press it in. Sometimes people may see a little shine, but the more you press in there, press it in, it kind of gets rid of the shine. If you're not able to get rid of the shine by pressing it in, you can always use translucent powder. If you do translucent powder, you don't want to do a lot. And then you can press it in. And it really helps get rid of the shine. Or you could do a color that's closer to your skin tone. It's totally up to you. The shine that comes through, it doesn't bother me a lot because I feel like over time it goes away. Do you know I also use my boho tape to put on my nails? Okay, so I'm going to take my boho lace remover and I want to use that to remove it. And you've seen me do that in several videos. If it's your first time here, we do ask that you use the remover. Do not use alcohol. Alcohol is going to rip the skin, guys. So we want to try to change the narrative on that, because what happens is alcohol can rip the skin if you're trying to rub everything off. Once it's on there, you want to allow it to sit. If you need to saturate it really well, do so. But you want to let it sit because it needs to dissolve either the glue or the tape so that it comes off easy. Do not rush it off. It needs to dissolve. The remover has a dissolving agent in it. It's not just the oil, you know, it has a dissolving agent. So you need to allow that dissolving agent to work. And it takes about 3 minutes before it to start working. And you can start to try to, you know, work it in, but do not force it. Once you start to peel away at it, or it starts to kind of loosen up, when you get to an area and it's still stuck, you're going to have to either spray it again, or you need to just allow it to set. It should slide right off. Okay, so after I developed the tape, I noticed that, you know, when I started social media, you know, I started selling worldwide, and the tape actually, the way that we, you know, presented it, we did not want people putting it on their edges. You have to keep in mind that lace products were originally made for people without hair. So they wouldn't have anything to worry about. So now people are wearing lace wigs for trend. I knew that I had to create something because I had a lot of people that wanted to, you know, support the boho brand. But if they had a low hairline, we were requesting that they didn't put the tape on their hairline. Okay, so that's when we came up with our water-based products. Water-based makes it safe if it touches the edges. Our goal is not to actually get it on there, but it's very easy to get off if it does. Our first water-based glue was the Extreme Creme. On the Extreme Creme, we created it for normal skin. Normal skin being someone who is normally not as oily and their skin is dry to normal. A 1.3 ounce container. We also have our boho active. We had to create something that was good for people who have a high activity, people who do sweat. And we also have it in a 5 ounce. And we created a glider, which makes it easier for application. And it is 0.7 ounces. With proper application, majority of our clients do get a 1 to 3 week hold. It really depends upon you doing a great application and following our instructions to a T. We are finding that a lot of customers do forget to get the Skin Protect. This is a sweat blocker, like we had said before, and it also makes it last longer and protects the skin. Okay, so when you get your boho products, we always recommend that you do a skin test. We also do them with customers all the time because we do find that customers sometimes miss some of the steps in preparation of using the product. When you do a skin test, we ask that you go ahead and you can test inside the inner elbow, which is a very sensitive area besides the hairline of your face. We also ask that you test the back of the neck. Those are two places that dermatologists usually test for allergies or sensitivity. We are finding that, you know, some people are using alcohol to remove the glue, which is something that we're totally against. We are also finding that they are using alcohol to remove the existing residue after the lace is removed, which causes damage to the skin when you go to reapply. Okay guys, so I am at my desk, my little home desk, and I'm about to call a customer. It's a call about glue possibly creating a reaction. So I want to call her, and I kind of like wanted to record this. She did tell me it was okay to record it, so I want to record it because a lot of people are not, you know, comfortable with that. So I just want to, I let her know before I made the call that, you know, I'm going to record it, and you know, just so she'll see, and then just for you guys to see like how this goes. So let's call her. Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Okay, so I got my little camera because I couldn't figure out how to do the screen record with this. I just want to say,
don't hear anything.
Yeah, so thank you for letting me record too. So I got my little camera so it can kind of like record this. Okay, so I'm pretty much just gonna go through like everything that I normally do with everybody when I do like a skin test over the phone, because what I want to do is reassure you that there is nothing, you know, in there that could have irritated you. And I actually know what happened, but let's just go through the motions of it, and just to make sure that, you know, I make you, you know, feel comfortable, you know, purchasing from us and understanding like how the product works. So could you tell me like which let me see, which glue do you have?
I have this one.
Okay, so what we're gonna do a skin test. And I don't know if you ever had like food allergies or anything like that before?
No.
Okay, so you ever known anybody like to have like an allergic reaction, like something they eat or something?
Yep.
Okay, so as soon as they eat it, it doesn't take long. Like if you're gonna be allergic, it doesn't take long for you to know. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna have you place the glue. No, I'm gonna have you place it in a certain area. I'm gonna like look right here inside your forearm, inside the inner part of your elbow. Let me see. Yeah. And then I'm gonna have you put a little dot on the back of your neck if you don't mind. Okay. So if you're gonna be, if something's gonna irritate you, you're gonna know. I'm gonna actually like let this set. We're gonna let it set. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna set my alarm. I'm gonna call you back in about an hour, and then we're gonna see if you got any type of sensitivity, like itching, anything. Like you should know if something is bothering you. And I'm gonna walk you through, and I'm gonna explain to you what possibly happened. Okay, so I'm about to call her back. I'm about to call her back. Uh-oh. Hold on, something happened.
Yeah, my bad.
That's okay. Okay, so I just wanted to let's go over everything. So did you feel anything? Any tingling, any itching?
No, I did not.
Okay. So I do remember you told me before we hung up that you use alcohol to remove the remaining residue. Some people use the alcohol to take the lace off, and some people use it to remove the residue because it makes it go faster. So what most likely happened, and what I know what happened, is the alcohol, it can irritate you from trying to rub and get all of that off. What I want you to start doing is using soapy water. Okay, soapy water, and that's gonna get all the residue off. You're gonna be amazed. It's gonna be a clean shot. Like, it's not gonna irritate you or anything. Like, and that's what I normally I think I need to start pushing that more on the videos, because I am seeing that a lot more. We actually did a post on that. So what I want to do, I'm still gonna follow up with you. I want to, because I want to know how that worked, but I need your skin to clear up before you wear the glue again. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna talk to you more after the call, after the recorded portion, and we'll just move from there, because I want to make sure, just want to reassure you that, you know, we do take care of our customers and we do care. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so in the first step, we ask that you go ahead and clean the skin. You can use soapy water, as we said before. You can use oil-free cleaning pads. You can use some type of cleanser. You know, if you're having issues with alcohol, you may want to just either lower the alcohol or just clean the skin with soapy water, and you'll be just fine. Clean the skin. Then you always want to use Skin Protect. I try my best on every video to make sure that I'm showing you guys that I want you to use the Skin Protect. The Skin Protect is going to create a layer of protection for your skin. It's also going to block sweat and make your application last longer. We have sprayers. And you've probably noticed some Skin Protects have dabbers. But I come from the cosmetology field, and I did not want to put out a dabber because I felt like it would cause cross-contamination if you're working with clients in a salon. So what I ask that you do is take a towel at the corner, spray it. Then I want you to go in and dab, just the way we did for the tape. So we created these cute little gliders. They can be refilled with the 5 ounce or even with the 1.3. They come off really, really easy, the tops. It just unlocks, and then you just fill it back up when it's low. We do know that when you're doing the application, a lot of times popsicle sticks and, you know, different tools, they really don't get the glue flat, because if you don't get a flat, consistent lay, you're not going to get a good hold. I'm going to let a little come up like a bubble. And then I will drop that bubble and drag it. And you'll see it's already drying. Like, don't put a lot of glue on. If you put a lot of glue on, it's not going to dry properly and you're not going to get a good hold. Now you can see that it's dry because it's clear. And now you can go on with another layer. You can go up to 7 layers. But I really, honestly feel like 3 to 4 layers is enough, and then you let that dry. It needs to be clear. If it's not clear, you can't apply your lace, like we've told you in several videos. Make sure you check them out. Alright, so now that it's clear, you can go ahead and put your lace down. Make sure you check out our videos on the application portion. Alright, you got your lace on. Now, after it's been on and you're ready to remove it, we want you to use remover, our bowl hole lace remover. If you use alcohol, guys, you're going to irritate the skin, and when you try to reapply your lace, your new lace, it's going to burn, it's going to irritate. So we ask that you use the bowl hole lace remover. If you have any glue residue on your face, we ask that you also use a soapy towel to remove that as well, and I'll put that video up for you. Go ahead, do your remover. Let it sit like we've done in previous videos, and then remove it. Okay, so when using the active or the extreme and choosing the right one for your skin type, you will get a 2 to 3 week hold with the proper application. Okay, so now we have our bowl hole lace tint. In that, we have our dark brown, we have medium brown, we have light brown, and we have caramel. Okay, so what you want to do is shake up your tint. I'm going to spray the dark brown. Then we have medium brown. And we have light brown. And we have caramel. Caramel, light brown, medium brown, and dark brown. Okay, so one important thing that I want you to keep in mind when choosing your lace tint, and I did put the pictures up there for you. One thing that I want you to keep in mind when choosing your lace tint. If you have a lace that is too dark, the tint is not going to lighten it. The tint is not going to put it to your color if it's too dark. Okay, so what I ask that you guys do is get the lace lighter or either close to your skin tone and then tone down. Okay, or try to specifically order a lace that's closest as you can get it as possible. When you order lace, it comes in 5 different colors. You can request those different colors from that vendor or wherever you're ordering your lace from so that you can see those colors. I have some samples here. The colors would be transparent, which is really, really light. If this is not close to your skin tone, it's best that you try your best to get it close to your skin tone so that it tones down properly to your color. They also have beige, which this transparent is lighter. Transparent is a color. It's not a type of lace. It's a color. This is beige. They have light brown. They have medium brown. And they have dark brown. I don't normally order dark brown for anyone. I always like to tint down. So if I have a very dark complected customer, I'll just order medium brown and I'll go in with my dark brown. I feel like the shade looks better. I feel like the order when you order a dark brown is absolutely too dark for anyone. The one that is readily available, you'll find HD lace and Swiss lace. Swiss lace is a lot thicker than HD lace. HD lace is so much easier to color with the lace tint, but some people like Swiss lace because it lasts longer. Okay, so this is a HD lace. It's very close to my skin tone. Sometimes I'll go in with a little caramel if I feel like I need to catch some of my red tones. And I'm also going to show you a Swiss lace. This is the HD, and I have a piece of Swiss lace. Let's see if you can tell the difference. It's a little thicker. It kind of is going a little darker, but this one is a light brown. This is a light brown as well. So normally for myself, I'll get a beige and then tint down. But this is thicker, and that's probably why it's carrying darker. But like I said, Swiss lace lasts longer. HD is what everybody is wearing now, and it's really, really amazing when it comes to trying to make it look natural. By the lace being thin, it doesn't last as long, and it is real easy to tint. Okay, so what you have here are 3 different colors of lace. Also, these two, this one and this one is Swiss. This one is HD, and you can see it is thinner. Okay, so on this first one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the transparent lace, which this is Swiss. I'm going to spray it with the caramel. Just one section of it. I'm going to shake up the can. You have some people who have like some reddish tones, and they may need a little bit of that caramel. Okay, so if you notice here, this transparent is just really too light of a color for me. So I would need to tone it, and I'm going to use the caramel. Okay, so you should be able to see where it's sprayed here, but it's lighter over here. And when it's still too light, you can just continue to spray. Now this is what the caramel looks like on me, and this is what it looked like when it's not sprayed on the Swiss lace, transparent colored lace. And you will just go through and do the same for all of the colors. I'm gonna do light brown. Then you're gonna go to medium brown. Then you're gonna go to your dark brown. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of HD lace. Okay, HD lace is gonna be easier to tint. Like this color right here, this is a light brown already. And I feel like it's the color of me. Maybe it need a little bit more like caramel to kind of like give it more of my color, in which you can do that. I'm going to spray each one of these. It's going to take less spray when you do an HD lace because the lace is thinner, so it's going to grab the tint so much easier. So I'm going to spray each of these. Caramel, light brown. Then I'll go to medium brown. And to dark brown. The more you spray it, the darker it'll get. It's totally, you know, up to you. And you can spray a little bit at a time. But on this caramel, you will see that it's giving that, you know, some people, no matter what tone you are, some people have, you know, some undertones may be a little orangey, reddish or whatever. And you can mix them if you need to. Okay, so now we have our Bowl Hole Maxx. Our Bowl Hole Maxx is our amazing waterproof glue. We really designed it for people without any hair and for some of our guys who are getting man weaves because they need a longer hold than 2 to 3 weeks. With them not having any hair, them going to the salon too soon is just a little bit costly. So we wanted to make sure that we got them that 4 to 6 week hold. Someone with hair wearing these that long is something that I sometimes always kind of like talk against because I feel like a person who has hair after about 2 to 3 weeks, the hair may be a little sour and needs to be shampooed. Now, a person with hair, I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just really asking you guys, if you are going to wear it, after about, I say 2 to 3 weeks, go ahead and take it off and get your hair properly shampooed. Also, those who have hair, a lot of those guys want to use the silicone to swim. When you get your silicone, you will receive a nozzle. It also has a brush, which I don't find to be that hard, and I've used it in several videos showing you, you know, pretty much how to work with it. But it's hard for a first timer sometimes, and that's why we did include the nozzle. And I'll show you how I want you to use it. We're going to use the Skin Protect, and we're going to dab it on and allow it to dry. And you could do that 2 to 3 times. What you're going to do is decide whether you're going to use the brush or the nozzle. I know, like I said before, for first timers, the brush is a little messy, or even using glue like this can be messy for someone who is a beginner. So what we ask is you guys not to use popsicle sticks. We ask that you use some type of spatula so that you can get the glue flat. If you don't get it flat, guys, it's not going to dry properly. Just like in videos where we've shown you, and I will put the video above. You just want to put a small portion on the spatula. When you do that, you want to lay it on the skin and drag it. Once you stop, you see how thin it is? That's what we need you to do. Don't continue to swipe because it's going to turn white. Drag it down, have it flat, and then you start at the next area and add more glue and drag it on down, same way on your face. Okay, so to tell if it is dry, you want to test it. And I always try to test it in a corner or somewhere where, you know, it's not going to show up like in the middle of the forehead or anywhere. I'll check it to make sure it's not stringy. You only need to do that one time. After you test it and it's dry, then you'll go ahead and lay your lace on. And I like to dry it with cool air. And then you are ready to go, and you can watch that in our videos. But I really needed you guys to see up close and personal how thin those layers are. For people who have hair, we only ask that you do one layer. A person without hair, I think 2 to 3 layers would be good, but they have to be thin and you have to be consistent. Try one layer if it's your first time, regardless whether you have hair or not, so that you can get used to using a silicone adhesive. Silicone adhesives dry fast, so you do have to take your time in making sure that you are not swiping constantly, causing it to turn white. Once you're ready to remove, we want you to use the bowl hole lace wig remover. You're going to spray it, let it sit, and then you can remove it. You can manipulate it a little bit, spray it more if need be, but always let it sit. Let the product do the work. The remover is going to dissolve the glue. Once you remove it, then you're going to take a soapy towel, just like we've done in previous videos, to remove the excess glue. Never, ever, ever, ever use alcohol to remove. Never use alcohol to remove the remaining residue on your face. Alright, so our last item is our bowl hole liquid gold, which is our new glueless product, guys. And we are so happy about it because we have tried over the years to make sure that we have something for everyone. Something easy to use, you know, something for professionals, something for non-professionals. And I try my best to do as much education as possible to make sure you guys understand what you're doing. So the one great thing about all of our products is none of them have any type of latex. They don't have any type of acrylic in any of our products. There are no harmful ingredients in our products. Alright, so on this bowl hole liquid gold, it is a temporary product. We do have customers giving reviews saying that they love how long it's lasting. I have a lot of people that are using it with the Skin Protect to get an even longer hold. We have customers that have worn it for up to 5 days, which was totally unexpected because I really didn't want to put, you know, high expectations on a temporary product. It's super easy for everybody to use, and it even has argan oil, so it's very gentle, and you can watch some of the videos where we're using it. You can also use it on your real hair to do your real baby hair. You can use it to lay your lace and hold your lace. We are really excited about the bowl hole liquid gold. The one thing that, you know, I really love about the bowl hole liquid gold is you're getting all product, guys. Compared to an aerosol can, there is, you know, probably not as much product that you think is in an aerosol can, but with our product, you're getting 100% product and no air. Okay, like before, what you want to do is go ahead and clean the skin. And it's totally up to you if you want to go in with the Skin Protect. You know, I mainly take my wigs off every day, and that is why this has become one of my favorite products, because I do a lot of, you know, promo and demonstrations on my social media handles showing, you know, the different types of laces, lace installs. So this right here is so good for me, like on a daily basis. Like if I'm out and about, I really like to wear my boho liquid gold so that I can change my wig out as much as needed. I'll edit it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Skin Protect. It's totally up to you. If you're gonna try to wear it longer than a day, I suggest you go ahead and, you know, try it with the Skin Protect, but it is a daily hold. Okay, so pat that on there like we normally do and allow it to dry. Then you want to go ahead, take your lace, lay it on top. It's up to you. You'll watch it in the videos. If you do too much, guys, you can always wipe it off so that, you know, to get rid of any whiteness if you put too much on. But you want to go ahead and dry, and you can use warm air to dry it as well. So you want to dry that until it's completely dry. If you're going to use it for your baby hairs, make sure you really light with the usage of it so you don't overdo it and get it white. Once it's dry, you will notice that it will feel tight and it's on there. It almost feels like glue, guys, but it's not glue. It's not going to hurt the hair, and that's the good thing. Okay, so we do have people that are just wearing it as a daily hold. I have several videos on that, guys, and it cleans up really, really well and comes off really easy. So you could actually, you know, take it off. I use water to remove it. And it's really, really clean once you get done. All I usually do is rinse it with warm water. I'll mold my lace back with water or mousse and have my wig ready for me in the morning to reapply it. Or you can go several days by, you know, making sure you tie it down and using the Skin Protect. Okay, guys, if you need our help, please reach out. Email us on the website. We help customers all the time.